What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, it's been a story that's been big out here in Texas since this past Tuesday, roughly almost a week ago. And it's about this young lady right here. This young lady is Lizbeth Medina, and she's out of Medina, Texas. And she's no longer with us. This high school cheerleader, 16-year-old girl, was found stabbed to death in her own bathtub. And she was found by her mother when she didn't show up for a Christmas parade she was supposed to be in. Now, this gentleman over here is who they arrested and charged with the murder of Lizbeth Medina. This guy right here is Rafael Romero. He's 23 years old. She lives in Medina, Texas. He lives roughly 75 miles away in Schulenburg, Texas. Now, how he was linked to this whole thing, supposedly they saw him running across the street from the apartments and linked him to a silver car or something. I don't know. The bottom line is this girl's gone. This guy has a $2 million bond. And he's facing the death penalty, capital murder out here in Texas. Now, I'll talk about his bond a little bit later and the crime. Let me just get you guys caught up with what they're saying so far today on the news. Check it out.
Step toward finding justice for 16-year-old Lizbeth Medina. 23-year-old Rafael Romero is behind bars tonight, charged with capital murder just days after the teen was found dead in her mother's apartment. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bill Barajas. Tonight, we are learning more about the suspect in that murder investigation. Romero is currently being held in the Jackson County Jail on a $2 million bond. The killing happened in Edna, but Romero was arrested about an hour away in Schulenburg, where he lives. KPRC 2's Corley Peel shares the questions that still linger in this tragic case.
There are a lot of questions that need to be answered. As of right now, it's unclear if Romero knew the beloved cheerleader or why police say he would want to kill her. With his hands cuffed behind his back, Rafael Romero makes his way into the Jackson County Jail. He's accused of killing 16-year-old Lizbeth Medina. Romero's arrest, a relief to Medina's family. KPRC2 spoke with the cheerleader's mother this week. She found her daughter's body in a bathtub on Tuesday night after she never showed up to a Christmas parade.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect her.
Police responded to their home at the Cottonwood Apartments. How Medina died is a mystery. On Friday, police released these photos of the suspect, showing him running across the street in a hoodie and a photo of a silver car. The next night, the community held a vigil, hoping for answers.
She loved being here. She loved this community. I saw her at Thanksgiving, and she told me, "Yeah, I love Edna. It's so fun. I love the high school. I have a lot of friends."
By that night, Romero was arrested in Schulenburg. Records show he was arrested in Schulenburg last year on a burglary charge. He pleaded no contest. Medina's mother says their home was broken into a couple weeks ago, but she did not believe it was connected to her daughter's death.
They had taken just small things that I would call petty stuff because it wasn't even worth anything.
With Romero behind bars, Medina's family is hoping for justice. We have been in contact with Medina's family. They didn't wish to speak on camera tonight, but her mother posted on social media saying their prayers have been answered. Edna police say Romero's arrest was possible with the help from the community, Medina's family and friends, and the Texas Rangers. Corley Peel, KPRC 2 News.
Folks, that's the news so far of what they know about Mr. Romero and Miss Medina. May she rest in peace. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this bond. Now, there's a lot of holes out here where they don't know if he knew her. A lot of stuff is going unanswered. Was it a random slaying of somebody? Nobody knows. But the community, like you guys heard in articles, they say they can breathe easy. People were on edge. They didn't know if the person that did this was living in the neighborhood or, abroad. This is the thing that's crazy. This man was 75 miles away. Now, they said their house had been burglarized 2 weeks prior, but they don't see no connection to him in that burglary. His bail, like I said, his bail is $2 million. Let me tell you something. When your bail is that high, or your bond is that high, and you're facing capital murder, one of three things I think happened. Either he confessed that he did it, because some people say he confessed, depending on what article you look at, he confessed. I said, okay, that's why his bond is high. Make sure he don't get out. Or the second thing is, with his bond being so high, maybe they found something in his car, because they just announced that she was stabbed to death. So maybe they found the weapons and all that other stuff. So they want to keep him there in case he's a flight risk, because, you know, Mexico's right there. I don't know what his descent is, but they just want to keep him intact while they go and do all the forensics on the stuff they found in his car that's linking him to this crime. And then the third thing is, along the line of the evidence that they have is so compelling, they know they have him. Anytime they put a big bond on you like that, they have something on you that no matter what you say, they believe you are the one that did it, and they're going to make sure you don't get out. That's why his bond is high. But the whole nature of this crime is messed up. Here, this is a high school girl. Still got a life ahead of her. 16 years old. Probably ain't even thinking about no boys like that. You know? And here comes some grown man, 5 years into adulthood, out in the street, randomly going in the house, stabbing this girl to death. Now, they ain't said no particulars of whether he touched her or anything like that. But to have your mother come home because you're missing and to find her like that. They say this woman was found in a bathtub, stabbed to death. It don't get no realer than that. It don't. And for this guy who is saying did it, I think he confessed. Honestly, that's my opinion. I think he confessed. But to have him 75 miles away from Edna, Texas, where this girl was, I don't know. I mean, man, this can go in a lot of different directions. I don't even know how to call it. But I do know this, man. It's a girl gone. This dude's in jail, 23 years old. And along the lines of that, I don't understand why. It's like people get... Normally when you see these type of crimes, right? You know, it's an attractive young lady, a guy. A lot of times these are crimes of like lust or like passion, if they had a relationship. You're starting to see a lot of nowadays where people just see women and just attack them. Do what they want to do with them, or I don't understand the whole situation. I don't. I mean, what was the cause? What was so serious that you had to pick this child, a child at that, and then do that to her? Seriously, you're not even in your own town. So did he know somebody that was around there? What was he in the town for? It's so much going on. There's so much going on. To go and stab somebody to death, man, that's a horrible thing. I don't know if you ever seen somebody stabbed, man. It's a lot of carnage. And for him to even deal with the struggle of somebody, dealing with someone, for all we know, guys, listen, she could have been in the house and he broke in the house. You see what I'm saying? Or like, I don't even want to touch this. Listen, guys, the truth will come out, hopefully. You know, they got him in there. They'll get to interrogating him. New details came out today, exactly, because they weren't saying that the cause of her death. Today, they said she was stabbed. So more details will come out. They'll also come out how he was caught. I think he confessed when they caught him for his bail bond to be that high. But I mean, all in all, man, the community is still recovering. And I ain't religious, but, you know, like, my thoughts and heart goes out to y'all. It does. Because, I mean, stuff like this is stupid. This girl ain't did nothing to nobody, and now she's a victim caught up like a lot of other people out here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. She looked just like her mother. I don't know if you guys paid attention. She looked just like her mom, like twins. This man not only killed this young lady, but killed part of her mother. And that's the thing these people don't understand with these deaths and stuff. You know, I don't know what his motive was for killing her, but I mean, sometimes if you sit back before you go and get violent with somebody and take their life, you're taking the life of just more than just that person. You're taking a lot of people with them that cared about them, nurtured them, loved them, all because of your selfish well-being. See you in the next video. Take care.